See the game more clearly with high-definition spectacle lenses from Norville Opticians.
David, what to say after a win like that? We've had a tough few weeks, but those boys really showed their class tonight.
Huge credit to the players to come out after 4 or 5 disappointing weeks, but particularly the last week when there's been a lot of criticism, a lot of justifiable criticism. The only way you can answer that is by coming out against what is a very, very good Exeter team and producing a performance of that quality. And huge credit to the players, but ultimately, talking to the players after the game, the atmosphere in the stadium was incredible, from the depths of despair last week to the emotion in the final whistle. That's what makes playing here so special.
And I guess a win like that almost reaffirms the confidence from the fans. It's not completely back. It's been one win in a long period, but it's starting to get back there.
A performance like that, a win like that, almost makes the last few weeks even more frustrating, because there's no question, we've shown time and time again that the team with the quality of players that we have can beat anybody. The last couple of, so we've beaten Exeter second in the table. 2 weeks ago against away to Leicester, we should have won the game. So we know the quality's there. The problem is that we just haven't delivered it consistently, week in, week out, and not even week in, week out, across 80 minutes. And that's the big challenge for us as a management team, to find out why that is, and then deliver that to the players. So, that's the level, that's the standard we expect. And as I said, delighted for the players first and foremost, but also delighted that the supporters saw how much it means to these players and how disappointed we all were with last week.
Several pundits in the build-up to kick-off were highlighting Gloucester's poor defence. They had clips to try and back that up. They won't be looking at that game and highlighting any poor defence. The boys were feverish, and it showed that they really had the desire.
I don't know what the stats are, but the last time I looked, I think we were top 5 or 6 in terms of tries conceded. Our defence has been something we've put a lot of pressure on teams with throughout the course of the year, and there are going to be system errors. We've said that right from the outset with a new defence coach, Johnny Bell, coming in. It was always going to take time to implement a very different structure to not only what they've been used to the last year, but for the last number of years. But I thought tonight we defended against a team who scored a lot of tries, a team who have the best conversion rate when they hit the opposition 22. I thought our maul defence was outstanding, but look, it was just an absolutely passionate, committed performance from players who were hurting from last week, but from the last month.
And a word for Ollie Thorley, just finally. He'll sleep very well tonight, and that try will live long in his memory.
What a dream Premiership debut, and I think you saw how much it meant to him. You saw how much it meant to the players with the celebrations, and that's the spirit you need. That's the spirit that will dig us out of what was a pretty disappointing hole that we were in. But now we got a week to recover, a week to get some of the injured players back into contention, because we've still 2 big games, Sale away and then back here for Northampton. Look, for us it's a case of not sitting back thinking about a case of what might have been. We've got 2 games left to get as many points as we can.
And you mentioned almost the justifiable criticism that the boys have faced in the past few weeks from the supporters, and I guess today it's a thank you for sticking with us, because that was a great atmosphere, roared on by a crowd that really wanted Gloucester to do well.
Talking to the players, they said it's the best atmosphere that there's been this season, and that sums up our supporters, the passion they brought to it, how much they want us to win. And I thought the players themselves, it lifted them at key points in the game. It gave it that bit of edge. We love playing here. We want it to be as it has been for the last 18 months. Last week was huge disappointment. Nobody tries to hide from that, but now we've got to move on and make sure, as I said, this is the performance, this is the level of performance that we expect and require going forward.